Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to Build Forward, the voices of construction. I am so excited to have you joining us here today. My name's AJ Waters, Chief Evangelist at Kahua, and with me today is my counterpart, Nicholas Johnson, also Chief Evangelist here at Kahua. And we are pumped because this event is meant to bring together leaders from across the industry around topics that are important to you. So whether you're leading a program or you're a day-to-day person in the workflows, this is something that is meant for you.
That's right, AJ. Glad to be here as well. And as AJ said, folks, when we talk to you across the country, these are the things that you are talking to us about, that you have top of mind. So we're glad that Kahua is able to share this afternoon with you, and just happy for you to be here with us.
In fact, where are you all joining us from? We've got a chat on the side here. Go ahead and pop in the chat and let us know where you're from. I'm calling in from just outside of Omaha today. Nicholas, where are you on the road?
I'm in South Florida today, in Naples, Florida, at the Construction Users Roundtable event. Always on the road somewhere, it seems. But we're glad to have folks from all over the country. It'll be interesting to see how many states and how many other countries are represented in our crowd today. If you're one of those, feel free to share your contact information. Maybe put your LinkedIn profile, a link to that in our chat session. If you want to connect with other folks that are online with us, that'd be a great way to do it. Just drop that in the chat. The conference is only virtual, but that would be a great way that you can connect with some of your peers that are also online with you.
Yeah, it's an excellent opportunity to meet people across the industry, even though we may be sitting in our own offices or our own space. We do want to be perfectly clear today, because this is not about Kahua. The whole purpose here is to get into those topics, like Nicholas said, that have been on your minds, that we've heard all year long as we've gone around the country and been at different conferences. So we are excited to share leading experts across each of these areas of concern, and not just feature Kahua speakers, but people that are peers among you all.
As much as AJ and I love talking about Kahua, as passionate as we are about this industry and the good work we do, this is about you. This is about choosing your own adventure today. So we'll actually encourage you to do just that. Choose your own adventure with a story with 10 different sessions available covering both industry, hot topics, and technology trends.
And to do that, choose your own adventure, you have to do a little bit of clicking yourself. Well, good news, you're here. That means you found the first link, the first click in your calendar invite to get into this opening session. Or maybe you're joining us from LinkedIn Live. You saw this last minute on your LinkedIn feed, decided to hop in, see what it's all about. If that's you, there's a link in your chat to get registered to join us for the rest of the sessions. But what's going to happen is at the end of each session today, you'll get a little pop-up, and that pop-up will let you navigate to which of the other adventures you're interested in trying. So just click on your choice and it'll take you in there. There'll be a little bit of wait time for the next session to begin, but that's how we will go throughout each part of the day. If at any time you'd like to switch mid-session, there's a button that says back to lobby that takes you back to the home, and you can find an alternate choice. So the navigation should be pretty straightforward. Back to the lobby, pop up at the bottom, click choose your own adventure. Lots of different routes that you can go today. And we're really excited to be sharing all of these different topics with you, even after the fact, in a follow-up.
We'll open up with a plenary session, a keynote from Steve Jones of Dodge Data. He's going to share the results of a large research project around what it means to be a data-centric owner.
And then from there, after that keynote, you get the choice. The first half of the agenda are industry-specific topics. So we're talking about items that are important to you within the industry. The first one in the industry track, strong foundations, building on mental health for construction. It's a panel. It's awesome. Let me tell you, we got some, again, we're talking about some of the best in their fields that are going to give you practical tips to take home and take away, whether you're leading folks that are struggling or have issues, with mental health, or you're one yourself where, you know what, I'm a little overwhelmed right now, I'm a little stressed. Here's some practical things to take away. After that, risk for the rest of us. You know, we all hear about risk analysis and risk matrices, and you got to know your risks before the project begins. But we don't all have PhDs in risk analysis. So, what does that mean to us as an individual? We've got a real dynamic speaker lined up that can help outline what risk means to you and bring it back down to the level of the everyday professional. From there, tips, tricks, and lessons learned from 20 years in the industry. One of my favorite topics of the day, one of my good friends is coming in, and she is going to talk about what it takes to build a career in construction from a woman's perspective, and again, give you those practical tips and tricks that you can take home and put into practice today. The last one, the future is counting on us. The last one in the industry topic is about sustainability and why it makes a difference to think sustainable, because our kids, the future generations behind us, they are depending on us to handle the environment well and handle our projects well. And so we're going to dive into that as well.
I'll be helping to moderate the technology track. Very excited that our first session up will be on AI in construction. And we've got some of the industry's best and brightest that will be part of that conversation. So I hope many of you can join that. The next session will be understanding asset data. And we'll dive into the problem of asset data handover at the end of a project, the ramifications that problem has had on our industry for quite some time, and the solutions that are now coming online to really solve the problem that we haven't been able to for decades since we've begun to digitalize everything that we create in design and construction. Our owners need that, and we've done a poor job of delivering that. So again, hope you can be part of that conversation as well. We'll also talk about what contractors want, as opposed to just more venture capital funding. And we've got a session on building with confidence. You'll want to check that out. That will be our last technology session of the day. When all those sessions are done, we'll come back together for another plenary. And this one's very exciting. We're glad to have Dr. Anbar Masu, who will present his version of economics and construction he calls monetary masala. So don't miss that. That will be a close of our day. We'll all come back together for that, for the industry's absolute favorite economist.
Now, if at any time during any of these sessions you have questions, that's great, because we have a Q&A panel within the system that you'll be able to ask your questions. And when the speakers are finished, we'll get those answered as fast as possible. We'll get through as many as we can. We'll moderate them again with the speaker as we move through each session. But we'll wait until they're done with their presentation, and that's when we'll ask the questions. So all questions will be held, but feel free to type them in as you think of them so that we can get them lined up and ready to run. In the event that we run out of time for all of your questions, our team will be sure to follow up with answers after the event.
So there you have it, a roadmap for this afternoon. And again, we're so excited to have you joining us for the first ever Build Forward virtual event. Remember to navigate to your next session. Please select it when the pop-up appears. And if you have any questions throughout the day, feel free to use the Q&A box, as AJ said, within each session. If we can't get to those questions during the session, we will be sure to follow up afterwards with those. With that, I encourage you to enjoy Build Forward.